Hello everyone and welcome back to another stream this week. Let's see. It's always the matter of can I get everything set up in time to not look completely like I'm off my rocker. Yep, okay, well, I say that and then immediately it decides not to work. Okay, nope, it's working. Awesome. The second I said I don't want to look like I'm off my rocker, it proceeded to... Oh. Okay, so fun thing is the mic is turned up all the way, and I'm literally on top of the mic, and yeah, it's barely picking up my voice. I literally am like on top of it. Give me... Nope, it is turned up all the way. Oh no. Alright, well. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna play around with the settings for a few seconds, and then I'm gonna see if I can get things to work out. Alright, well, it looks like this is probably the best we're gonna get, so I guess today's stream is going to be extremely close to the mic, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know why it's being weird. I don't know. But yeah, sorry for the very interesting start, but welcome back to another meeting at the Gaming Roundtable this week. Like the stream title says, there's a brand new, event, so this will be fun to play through. I will admit, I've played it a little bit on my own account, and for those who have seen this event before, they have like, oh gosh, if you know what Guitar Hero is, it really shows my age, because Guitar Hero is, I'm not going to say it's too old, but I mean, it gets pretty old if you really think about it. But for those who've heard of Guitar Hero, it's like that, or Osu, or I don't know how you want to call it. It's a rhythm game, essentially. But I know that last year it was kind of, it was hard, but wasn't like incredibly difficult. This year it's a lot harder. I was struggling with some of the harder levels, so yeah, honestly, look forward to that. It'll be a fun experience. Did we ever get to? Yeah, okay, we covered Arlecchino. I wanted to make sure because I know last week kind of screwed me up with having no power and everything that happened. I'm still slightly annoyed by that, if you couldn't tell. That was so aggravating to have my power just completely cut off. We already checked everything out, like I said, so.
Silly
I think we'll start right... Oh gosh, sorry, right into it. Is it this one? Which one is it? There should be like a quest or something. I'm not quite sure where it's at. Is it not a quest? Oh no, because you have to check... Oh, okay. I think you have to actually check the invitation first. Yeah. Invitation from the Arataki gang. Want to guess who this is from? Bingo, it's me, amigo. That's right. Your bestest bud who's been down here in Inazuma missing you. I recently ran into a new Fontanian friend. With Ito, that scares me. I don't think we need more Itos running around. I recently ran into a new Fontanian friend, and he said that you've got a music festival called the Iridescence Tour over there. Now yours truly instantly thought of that drum-along festival we had last time, and how we drummed it up on Amakane Island, singing and scarfing roasted lavender melons. Oh yeah, now those are some great memories. You haven't forgotten either, right? But yeah, it'd be great if you could forget the part about the Tender Commission botching their jobs and arresting me. Totally by mistake. Definitely by mistake. Not because you broke a law or anything. It just happens. So this time, I decided to work with my new pal and host an even bigger, even badder, even wilder musical party, and it's going to be called the Iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness. I'm not calling it that. It's going to be the music festival. Sorry. It's basic, but I am not calling it that. What do you think? Doesn't the name alone just set your soul on fire? No. No, it doesn't. So stop dragging your feet and get your tushy on over to Watatsumi Island, because the one and only... I forgot he calls himself the one and only. I still don't like it. The one and only has still got a lot to say. Be there or be square. If you're a no-show, then there's no show. Disclaimer, of course I didn't have Shinobu transcribe this for me. He totally did. Nice. Good job, Shinobu. There we go. Yeah, that's nice, Utao. Thank you. We're going to the island now. I think we have to teleport here and then fly over. I don't think there's any other way. You do end up getting a teleport point afterwards, but obviously first you have to actually get to the event first and open it up. Leave me alone. Please. I really don't want to fight, I'm not gonna lie. That'll be another 30 minutes. No. Okay. Whew. I was worried it was gonna like knock us back off and then make us fall all the way down the cliff. Because that honestly wouldn't be the first time that's happened to me. I hate long-range enemies, truthfully. Because even if I...
this is the venue, huh? Not half bad.
Okay. Thank you, Paimon. Because even if I run away from them, they still hit me, and if they hit me at the right moment, I just fall down a cliff and lose a character for no reason.
Don't you worry, Jack Attack. We'll find that dog, even if it's hiding in Tenshukaku.
Nah, another favorite part of this event, I don't actually have to speak everything. I mean, you have to speak some of it, but it still feels good. Hey, welcome back, Ayakat.
Ito, it's just a myth.
Thank you, voiced events. I hate speaking every single line out. It tires your voice after about 10 minutes.
Whoa, compadre! And Paimon! You finally made it! Oh man, have I missed you guys.
I think we just saw you like a month ago.
And this is Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. Jack Attack, you know these two, right?
Hey, Mr. Dvorak, it's you!
I had a concert today. Funnily enough, we're playing music today
it's
too.
So wonderful to see you both again.
Granted, this
I feel like that lantern rite was just yesterday.
this music
How have
is
you been?
this music's probably just a little bit easier, but
So how did you end up hanging around with Ito? Is he helping you with the iridescence tour now?
Oh, you better believe it, Minnie Melon. But that's only half the story.
French
This
horn.
is no ordinary iridescence tour. Me and Jack Attack
Fun.
are teaming up to turn this into the iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness.
Yeah, I won't lie.
Rockin' for life?
Oh gosh.
What do you know about rock and roll, bullchucker?
I love it whenever Paimon calls him Bullchucker. It makes me laugh. I wouldn't know anything about the French horn because I'm a choir kid. Actually, not even like strictly a choir kid. I was a swing choir, which means I danced alongside singing. So, I was like the ultimate choir kid. So I don't know anything about the band side of things. I had band kid friends, but honestly, that's about all I had. And that was one of those we don't talk about our instruments because it was like, I don't understand you, you don't understand me.
Huh? What, you never heard of Bullchucker Rock before?
That's what they got at my school. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I will say that was probably some of my favorite time was getting up on stage and like, normally I can't sing when I'm by myself or dance when I'm by myself, but being within a group makes it so much easier to sing and dance. It is like I would go to festivals. We went to performances at like really like huge theaters, not like competitions, but like it was that idea that there was a bunch of people, like a bunch of schools there, and we weren't competing, but it was like a showcase of all of us. They sing very odd songs though. I mean, for us, you have to pick songs that you can dance to. So if you're not like, you know, I can't dance the rap. At that point, you're just literally, you're rapping and you're breakdancing, and that's not necessarily a swing choir thing. You're not rap, because really, I can barely rap, and if I try to rap and dance at the same time, my voice will be gone, my body will be gone. It will not be good. So you kind of like have to pick and choose. You have to be careful with what songs you pick.
Moo, moo, moo!
Speaking of strange songs, by the way, thank you, Ito, for that wonderful presentation.
Don't try and understand it, Minnie Melon. It'll melt your mind. It's about letting loose. Come on, give us some lavender melon rock.
I mean, I could rap too,
Okay,
but it's like
speak for yourself, mister. Sounds like
It's
you're
one
the
of
one
those-
whose mind is melting.
it's one of those I have to literally have studied the lyrics for like weeks upon weeks before I'm able to actually rap. Even then, my rap is kind of like, it's literally me just saying the words over and over and over. It's not even really rap at that point. Because rapping, you have to like make it lyrical, it has to sound good. You're almost like singing the lyrics. I just, not for me.
Just a local legend I heard about. Apparently there was a war between the islands of Narukami and Watatsumi not too long ago. Is that right?
Such a waste. When will people learn? Make rock and roll, guys, not war.
A tragedy to be
okay.
sure. Countless animals were affected by the fallout.
I love how he just
A
ignores
raven,
Ito.
a
He's like,
Bakedanuki,
I'm just
a weasel thief,
gonna ignore
and
that.
many more sustained injuries.
Fair point. The animals didn't deserve that. But, not to downplay it or anything, but didn't even worse stuff happen than that?
yeah,
In
she,
the eyes of a rocker,
she's got a point there.
all living things
Thank
are
you, Paimon.
equally important.
In the eyes of a rocker, all living things are equally. I won't lie. I don't hate Ito. I kind of like him too, but man, dude needs to read at least one book. No Ito for me. Only I'm gonna take Diluc. I won't lie. Granted, this just comes out for all characters that I have. But like the second they release these skins for like the new the 5-star skin or whatever they released a while back for Diluc, I bought that immediately. It was the day of they released it, and I bought that. Do I regret it? No, 100% I don't regret it. Should I have? Probably not. I did the same thing with Ganyu as well. I don't buy skins unless I actually have the character, but if I have the character, I'm probably going to buy them.
No, the story goes that this dog was something like a ninkin. It would show up out of nowhere in the middle of a battle to rescue the injured animals and take them to safety.
Ninja dog.
Rockin' and rollin' to the rescue! A king among canines! Woo! There'll always be a place for him in the Arataki gang.
I'm free to play. Well, granted, I like to say myself as a free to play player because I've never actually bought any summons. The only thing I've ever bought is the costumes. So it's like, honestly, take that as you will. Some people don't consider that free to play, but in my eyes, it's like if I'm not paying for summons, I don't feel like that's pay to win because I'm not winning anything. I'm just getting a new cosmetic. Really, it's up to the eyes of the beholder.
In Rito, I was actually there while the war was going on. It inspired me to write a song about it. I was even planning to host a music festival around the same theme, but unfortunately, I couldn't
Oh, yeah.
convince my investors.
Let's play a music festival
Yeah,
about a
I heard
war.
all about that.
Let's
they
go.
claimed they had to cancel their plans because of an accident at sea, but that was just a lame excuse.
Yes, they weren't optimistic about the potential return on investment. Plus, I don't know, there seemed to be some other risks they were worried about.
What kind of risks?
Not the war going on.
Good question.
Insane.
Risks only apparent to people with Mora to throw around, I suppose.
I just realized I'm tired. Don't you love that? When you're too tired, you don't actually know you're tired. And then it all of a sudden catches up to you and you're like, wow, I should probably sleep. I've had a few situations like that. You know, working through college work, only to realize you're getting, you know, another like 4 hours of sleep, then going to this class the next day and being like, man, I'm feeling great. Get done with class and you're like, wait, was I actually really good or am I tired? It's bad. Failed to see Northern Lights. Unfortunately, where I'm at, I'm a little bit too far south. You can't see them. It does stink. We were trying to look for them, but unfortunately, me and my family couldn't see them. I think you could probably, if you like looked all the way to the north, but I mean, then at that point, you're not seeing anything. I know people from because I originally am from the Midwest and I moved somewhere for college. I know people back home in Midwest was like they were posting pictures online. It was like pink. I'm not gonna lie, it looked really cool. I do wish I could have saw it, but it's like, well, what can you do, unfortunately? I'm not gonna fly all the way up north just to see it. At that point, I'm going to Alaska, and I'm actually gonna see the Northern Lights.
I agree. When people have too much Mora, they lose their rock and roll spirit.
They do, huh? So what do you mean by rock and roll spirit anyway?
the spirit of, you rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches. And that sort of stuff.
Oh, where's the Midwest? Okay. I know somewhat of what the Midwest is. Hold on. Midwest states? I want to give like an actual accurate representation of what it is. So I'll give like a range. Well, from what I'm seeing, I guess it depends on the pictures you're looking at, but it kind of goes up Minnesota, North Dakota, and like that line. So like South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas. That's the line. And then you stop at Kansas as the bottom, and you get Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. And you kind of like, it's between those. So Ohio, South Dakota, or Nebraska, whatever, North Dakota, and Kansas. I mean, it's pretty small, honestly. It says Midwest, but honestly, it's like the mid-top. It's weird. I don't know why they call it the Midwest, but welcome to the United States, I guess.
Huh. By that definition, aren't the investors the most rock and roll people in this scenario?
Honestly, the Midwest is like, if you look it up, most of the time people make jokes about it being like the farming area, because there's a lot of good soil there, and you just normally are farming. We honestly don't have much to fame, truthfully. Like, you have maybe, like, what is it, like Wisconsin for their cheese or something. Like, there's not much we're known for.
Anyway, point is, those chumps are out, and Arataki Ito is in. I'm running the show from here on out.
Oh, yeah, right! How are you gonna fill in for the investors? Do you even have any more?
Yeah, Paimon's asking the
I
real
have
questions.
faith in Ito. He tells me that the Arataki gang is a small but well-known and influential organization in this area, and has even been known to rub shoulders with the local authorities. Isn't that right?
Getting arrested by the
Rub
local
shoulders
authorities.
is putting it mildly. More like they're always locking horns.
Hey, don't look down your nose at the Arataki gang. I got connections, alright? Even the Tri-Commission listens to what I have to say.
Haven't been to many states. I mean, really, for some of them, once you've seen, like, one, you've pretty much seen them all. Unfortunately to say. Like the Midwest, you go out there, you see wide open fields, you see cows and horses. Maybe the occasional pig farm. There ain't much past that. Granted, where I was a lot more farming heavy, so I mean, you could probably argue that there's more, but I'm not gonna lie, I grew up in a town full of fields. There was like nothing around us, so like you could tell how eventful my childhood was.
Okay, Mr. Big Shot, whatever you say.
Considering I'm an
You can doubt it
Person-
all you want, Mini Melon.
person's
but it's the
into
truth.
anime and
you know
games,
that guy
so
in the Yashiro Commission? Well, he and I are officially bros. That's right. I'm talking about Toma, housekeeper extraordinaire.
everybody's friends with
And
Toma.
there's the
What?
general from the Tenryou Commission, Kujo Tengu. I mean, sure, we're always ribbing each other, but it comes from a place of deep mutual respect.
Sure.
Mutual? Yeah, Paimon's not so sure about that.
I love this. I love the like eyes that they have. Like, yeah. Okay. Let's go with that.
Okay, fair. No first name contacts there. But the Arataki gang is a big contributor to the revenue stream. All those fines we pay.
Fines?
Uh-oh. He's not gonna like that. Where I go in Ohio seems like a lot of fields and stuff. You're not missing anything. That's it. Oh, I think we also have, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it was the area I was in, but I know we had a lot of trailer factories. And yeah, no, that's not a fun life either. It really isn't. You either have farming or working on trailers. I mean, take your pick, truthfully.
Huh? No! I mean the taxes. Yeah. But
Sure,
that's
Ito.
not all.
Sure.
Let's not forget my contacts outside of the Tri-Commission, huh? Amazing, talented people from all walks of life. Like, like the TCG legend, Ayato. Oh, yeah. He's made quite a name
My
for
great-grandma
himself
does
in the
live on a
TCG
farm.
circles. In fact,
That's
they
kinda what
got
I'm
a
saying.
now. Ayato of the South, Ito of the North. Ha ha ha! That's right. I'm the only serious competition he's got in all of Inazuma.
Competition for what?
Did you make that saying up?
Oh, 100% he
Then
did.
there's the Fox Lady, VIP customer of Yukio's ramen stall and fellow participant in the Ramen Masters Championship. I was her only worthy opponent.
I
Also,
didn't even
you
know
that
she was a
lonely
part of
god
that,
in
so
Tenchukaku? Well, guess what?
good on
Turns out
Yay,
it
I
was her
guess?
lifelong wish to catch one of Arataki Ito's events. During the Drum-Along Festival, the Tenryo Commission were worried that their almighty shogun might have too much fun and lose interest in running the government. That's why they invited me over to stay for a couple
that-
of days.
I don't think that's true.
Wow, look at you! Sounds like you're really going up in the world.
I don't know if I
At
believe
this
in
rate,
that
you'll
one.
have made Shogun by the next time we see you. And then Paimon will have to call you Almighty Bullchucker.
The Arataki gang never ceases to amaze. I'm amazed this dude can lie out of his teeth this well.
Well, I'll admit I heard a few exaggerations there myself. but
Thank you.
Regardless, Ito has helped me secure a venue for this event, and for that, I owe him my thanks.
Ah, it's nothing. Don't mention it. My bro Goro sorted it all out for me. Let's both go thank him later.
Wait, you know Goro?
Good on him.
Yup. I always knew him as General Goro of the Resistance Fighters. But I had no idea there was more to the story. Turns out, he has another identity.
Uh-oh.
You've, heard of Miss Hina, right?
Uh-oh.
Miss Hina, so you...
That ain't good.
Hey, no need to yell, all right? Yes, Miss Hina. She's the one who told me. After falling for the Tenryo Commission's tricks at the Drum-Along Festival, I figured I'd find a new location this time, somewhere out of their reach, like, here, for example. So I wrote Miss Hina a letter, asking if she knew anything about the procedure for holding an event on Watatsumi Island. She wrote me back right away and said I could ask Watatsumi Island's general for help, and that his name was Goro.
Who's Hina? They have a poster of her, I believe, and I use her lightly. You'll see.
I was like, what? General Goro is the general of all Watatsumi
Honestly,
Island?
the second you see the poster, you might see what's going on.
Paimon's with you now, but what did you think General meant?
What do you mean? Isn't it like one general per squad or something?
That's called a captain.
Yeah, General's a tad bit higher
Well,
than
either
that.
way, if it wasn't for Miss Hina, I never would have known. Pretty rock and roll, huh?
Yeah, rock and roll.
All right, good chat,
That's-
compadre.
yeah.
I just remembered I got a meeting with Goro coming up. Gonna ask him about that dog situation. Gonna have to love you and leave you for now.
Sure you don't want us to join, we could help.
You guys focus on having a blast here at the festival.
Oh,
I can handle
Ito.
this little canine conundrum. There's still a few days left until the big party, so not everything's set up yet. But the jam zone and the roasted lavender melon zone are ready for action. Have fun, compadre. Got a dash.
Alright, well, good to see you too.
What a character. Kind of admire his enthusiasm, though. Well, it looks like it's just the three of us for now. Why don't I show you the jam zone to start with?
Oops. That was a chair right there. Okay, I said that there was a sign or a picture of her, but it normally was right here. It might be because I set up a bit more of the venue than the event has. Yeah. I think we'll work on that first, and then I can get an actual picture. But essentially, Hina is Goro. They're the exact same person. And if you couldn't tell with the way Ito is talking, he's quite smitten with Hina. Problem is, it's Goro. Kind of, the big issue there. So that's why they were freaking out when they were like, oh my gosh, did you, actually learn who Hina is? If you've ever seen Goro and Yae Miko interact, you start to understand why. Because Miko is very, she basically likes to tease him very heavily. Yeah, honestly, Google it. The pictures do it a lot more justice than I can say. Essentially, Miko dresses him up to look like Miss Hina, and Ito got the wrong impression, and they haven't resolved it yet. And you really can't at this point, because Ito is smitten with her, and it just doesn't work out anymore.
Here we are. I've supplied musical scores and instruments from various regions, including a horn I personally brought from Fontaine. You can play whatever music you like.
Heck yeah, I'd love to play music.
If you get tired, the roasted lavender melon zone is just over there. Ito says that lavender melons are rock and roll fuel. So what do you think? Want to give it a try?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I told you. It's... yeah. Yeah. I'll try to do the, because there's like a setup event where you have to like set up the venue. I'll do the one part, because I think it's the beginning part, I think, is what gets you the poster, and I'm sure you looked it up, but for everyone else, they can also see what Miss Hina looks like.
Hey, cut that out! Oh, lucky Ito's gone, otherwise Paimon would never hear the end of it. Ugh, let's change the topic. What other fun stuff is there to do here, Mr. Dvorak?
Fun stuff, like
we're
setting up
planning
the
to invite
event.
some more music enthusiasts, and we're still getting some supplies together, so we can decorate the place a little. But it could take some time. The Arataki gang has shifted their focus to the dog situation ever since I brought it up.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
Only one of them is actually sticking to the plan. Her name is Kuki Shinobu. She's out delivering invitations right now.
Their eyes say it all.
That's the Arataki gang for ya. Everyone else goofs around while Shinobu gets things done.
Gosh,
We
I
should
feel so
help
bad
out.
for
We
her.
can't let this event get totally derailed when Shinobu's out there doing her part.
Oh, I mean, are you sure?
Well, yeah, honestly, just for Shinobu's sake,
That
I feel so
would
bad
be
for her.
extremely useful. We're starting to get behind schedule, and a couple extra pairs of hands could make all the difference.
No problem. We're happy to help. So you need us to find some music lovers and gather materials for decorating. Was that it?
See you later.
Exactly. According to the original plan, we aim to finish everything in 5 days, and then the big party can begin.
5 days?
Actually, give me a second. I'll make
I don't know
you a
about 5
checklist of all the outstanding
days.
tasks. That way it'll all be clearer. Oh, also, one other tidbit to share with you. Ito is planning to perform a song on stage on the final day of the event.
Oh no.
Ugh, typical bullchucker always has to be the center of attention.
Thank you, Paimon, for that wonderful mocking sentence. I love that. Why don't you do a song too?
Oh, Paimon would steal the show for sure. No one would give Ito a second look after that.
If you say so.
Pretty sure he'd yell out, Paimon's so rock and roll it hurts, and then he'd run off the stage bawling his eyes out.
That was wonderful, thank you.
Those are some bold claims, Miss Paimon, but that kind of confidence would serve you well on the stage.
Ah, Paimon's just kidding. Anyway, we'll be ready for that checklist as soon as it's done, Mr. Dvorak.
Great. Feel free to take a look around. I'll bring it over in a few minutes.
I'm fairly confident we just have it from the get-go, right? Or no, we have to actually view the venue first.
Go!
Yeah, the stage is so bare. It's kind of sad.
Well, well, well.
Oh, there you go.
If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
Wow, Shinobu and Heizo! What a surprise!
The one getting things done and the one probably helping.
This truly is a pleasant surprise. Although, not that surprising, to be honest. I was just telling Miss Shinobu that I had a sneaking suspicion we might run into you.
Are you, like, doing research on us? Like, what how do you know that? Okay, listen, I'm not even gonna try with the first name, but, it's Heizo. Problem solved. A young detective working at the Tenryou Commission who appears well-behaved and polite, but actually thumbs his nose at all the official mumbo-jumbo. As someone with extensive experience in solving crimes, Heizo is always the first one the head of the police station turns to whenever there's an unusually complicated case. However, according to the young detective himself, his true trump card has never been experience but intuition. No wonder he always wears a confident smile on his face. That's what we call the ease of a genius.
Doshin Shikanoin was talking about you constantly the whole way here. I guess the universe answered his prayers.
I guess.
It's called intuition. Names pop into my head at relevant moments. Just the way my mind works.
It's great to see you both. Yep, honestly. At least we now know who's, working the event.
Paimon sure wasn't expecting Heizo to be the first one to show up.
Boss nagged me to prioritize the Tenryou Commission invitations. He specifically requested Madame Kujo Sara and Doshin Shikanoin.
Why Sara?
So, why isn't Sarah here?
Leave Sara alone.
Almost certainly because she has no desire whatsoever to see Ito. In her defense, here's what was written on the invitation letter.
Oh no.
Kujo Tengu, come meet me at the top of the Sanganamiya Shrine. Let's go nuts and have a totally rock and roll sumo wrestling match.
Yeah, you just
If
challenged
I were
her.
Kujo Sara, I'd jump at the chance to throw Ito off the roof.
Shinobu?
But then wouldn't Kokumi
Calm down.
come and throw Sarah off too? All that stomping around on her roof, the noise would drive her crazy.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, anyway, Madame Kujo Sara's response was much more magnanimous than mine would have been. She gave us a basket of lavender melons to bring as a gift.
She's a tad bit too nice.
Magnanimous? I'm not so sure. Something tells me she's trying to send a message.
What message?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
If that Oni brat wants to pick a fight with me, there will be plenty of lavender melons waiting for him at the police station.
Oop. Fair enough.
Maybe the fact you assume that says more about you than her. So what about the other basket of lavender melons, huh? Is that one from you? What message are you trying to send?
Also a fight.
The other basket is actually from a few of us at the police station. I chipped in, and so did some other Doshin who've arrested Ito before, and so did some of Ito's former cellmates.
This dude makes friends
So,
wherever he goes.
I guess this
That is
basket of
insane.
lavender melons is our way of saying, there'll always be a place for you here.
That is not a good
Well,
message.
maybe just give Boss the melons and don't mention that part.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, my work is done here, anyway. Now that I've delivered the lavender melons and said hello to the traveler, I should probably get going.
Aren't you gonna stay for the event?
Don't worry, I'll definitely be back for the big party. But I have some business to attend to in Rito first.
Eesh, being a detective sounds busy. I got you running around all over the place.
Yeah, poor dude.
Oh, wait, Rito! Do you happen to know anything about a mystery Ninken that appeared during the war? Apparently a lot of people in Rito were talking about it.
Ah, the dog, yes? That was the inspiration behind this music festival, wasn't it? Shinobu told me all about it.
Such a weird reason to have a music festival, but
Never mind.
Whatever.
I just thought a detective might have the inside scoop.
I'm only speculating here, but from experience, I'd say it's probably just a local legend. I doubt the dog even exists. What's wrong? From the look on your face, you've got a vested interest in this situation.
but of course.
Interesting.
Considering a dog was
Well,
seen
since I'm going
saving
to Rito
animals,
anyway,
yes, I'm
I
curious.
can always ask around and see where it leads.
Are you sure it won't impact your work? How much do you charge for your services? Yeah, say, considering we're literally asking you to do a full job.
Don't be silly. If this matters to you, that's a good sign that it'll turn out to be something that interests me too.
I don't know if
Stay tuned for more info. See you all soon.
I don't know if a detective should only take jobs that interest them, but whatever.
Seems like Doshin Shikanoin's quite the lone wolf. Well, I better get back to delivering these invitations. Gotta make sure the big party's a success.
In that case, guess it's time for us to get to work too. Wonder how that checklist is coming along.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's that list for you. If you can work your way through all this, we'll be back on track.
This dude's fast.
Hey, perfect timing, Mr. Dvorak.
He, like, knew
We'll get on
everything.
it right away.
Thank you. I'm very grateful for your help. If you feel like flexing your musical muscles to take a break at any point, just come and
Yep.
find me in the jam zone.
And that's the part I'm quote-unquote looking forward to, but also not. This ain't your daddy's iridescent tour. Gosh. Alright. Alright, I'm jamming. That was cool. Alright. It looks like... Yeah, so it looks like all the songs are released. I think they were earlier, but... We'll go through them later, but, you know, you can kind of see all the pictures and stuff. Trillion Trinket Trawl. Follow Dvorak's checklist by defeating specific monsters, collecting designated Teyvat regional specialties, or using the photo-taking function to take pictures of specific targets to obtain the corresponding venue decorations. You can go to Dvorak, is it Dvorak? Or Dvorak? I don't know. This name is very difficult. They've even said it a few times. I'm just not that good at getting names right. To decorate the venue and make it more complete. Alright, so defeat 3 times the rune machines, primal, pictures of birds, dogs, and cats, gather Sango pearls, star conches, 3 types of Tevat products with green leaves. That's gonna be fun. Alright, and meeting a melody. Converse with music enthusiasts and invite them to join the musical festival. Twilight Glow, yeah. So essentially these, you're inviting people to come to the event, which they actually show up on the map. So, yeah, like right here, here's a group of them in Azuma City. There should be some in Liwet. Yeah, some right there. Is it Sumeru? Or is it in Fontaine that the rest of them are at? I guess I don't know, because they're not popping up. Oh, maybe Mondstadt? Yeah, they're Mondstadt. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so like I said, we're first gonna... Which one was it? Was it Trillia Trinket Trawl? I think... Yeah, 3 types of Ruin Machines, 2 types of Primal Constructs, and 3 types of Clockwork Mecha. We'll do this one first so I can... Because I honestly really want to show everyone the Miss Hina picture that they have, because... Of course they have one. Actually, I was trying to think of where to go. So we go over here. Claim a little bit of the commissions first. We'll definitely get these done, because when you claim rewards for the events, I learned this. You have to claim the rewards. You can't just complete the mission. But when you claim the rewards, you get the daily thing to daily commission rewards to increase. So fun. But first, I think the first one was defeating Rune Guards, right? I mean, worst comes to worst, we can do them out of order. It's not gonna harm us, but yeah, first one, Ruin Drake. We'll go find one of these. Of course, I don't have the waypoint unlocked. That would figure, wouldn't it? Oh, whatever. While we're there, we might as well go and unlock it. As much as I don't want to unlock it, because I don't want to have to go and travel to it, but whatever. I wish there was an easier way to unlock them instead of having to... Oh. A fun lag spike there. That was not fun. Oh wait, it's this? Yeah, it's this way. I just don't know how to... Because I believe the waypoint's at the top of the cliff. So honestly, it might just be easier to grab the Rune Drake and then just leave. Once again, not willingly. I don't want to have to battle this Rune Drake right here, but I don't know. I don't think it'll reset it. Is there not? I thought there was like the little teleport things all the way up the arm. We're gonna go slow for this one. Alright, come on, jump. There you go. I guess not. I could have sworn they were all the way up the arm so you could travel up here faster. I will say, though, this is absolutely terrifying. Knowing that at one point, these gigantic Rune Guards were a thing. And, like, were actually fully functional. That's just... That is such a terrifying prospect to me. Granted, glad they're not, because I don't know if we could defeat them, but... Whatever. Now they're just here to climb up and find rewards on. What is that? Oh, wait, so it's facing this way. Oh, it's Port Ormos, that's why. I was wondering, I was like, what in the world? Probably fly over here and climb up here, right? Oh, yeah. And... Okay, so it is up, though. I was worried it was going to be underground, so we went all this way only to find out we have to teleport underground. That would have been absolutely miserable, but... Glad it's not. Is this it? No. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'd rather get the teleport point first. Actually, no. Honestly, that'd be really smart. Just in case this Rune Drake does take me out, at least I have the teleport point. I will say, though, it's probably easier to do this. Because these give you stamina when you go across them, so... Granted, we're not getting very high to get it. Jeez Louise. Are we even sure I can make this? I'm gonna let it climb and I guess see what happens. Because I'm worried that we're not gonna be able to make it. Is this possible? I don't think it's possible. Okay, hold on. Maybe. It might just maybe make it. I don't know how this is possible. Granted, if we jumped like once throughout that, that might not have worked. I think this one's a bit closer though, so we could probably jump a few times. That'll be it though. I don't want to go any farther and risk it. Enticing gameplay, I'm telling you. That's why I didn't try to travel throughout and get all the waypoints, because I knew it was going to be like this. Especially here in Sumeru and like Liyue, it just is a nightmare. Alright, let's charge up a bit more stamina. Alright, let's keep going. And at the top. Awesome. Take it. Whatever, that's one annoying waypoint down, I guess. Over. Are you kidding me? There was a star there the whole time. Gosh dang it. Whatever. It's a bit late now after climbing up the entire mountain. And this is the thing we're looking for, so let's just drop it. Oh. And it's not letting me do anything.
Supporting fire!
Animal test 6308. Swirl.
How much damage can I do here? That is the question. Actually, a decent amount.
Time to go.
Actually, not a bad amount. Granted, we used all of our ults there, but I was expecting it was going to be a lot worse than that.
No, my sword.
Okay, what is this thing's issue? It's not attacking me at all. Is it because I'm like right underneath it and it's like glitching out? Nope, there it is. Now it's finally attacking. I think since I finally left its like shadow, it actually started to realize I was here.
Don't get too close!
Animal test 6308.
And that is finished. Yeah, I honestly do think it glitched out there. Because it definitely should have been attacking me that whole time, but it didn't. So I'm gonna take a guess it thought I was, like, I don't know. I don't know if it couldn't, like, sense me or something, and that's why. Okay, well, cool. I guess we're going all the way back to Watsutsumi Island, because apparently that's the closest. Because we'll do this one, and then I'll do the Rune Guard, because the Rune... not Graders, what is it called? Not the Rune Hunter or Assassin. I don't know what they're called. Alright, hold on. It's gonna bother me unless I look it up. Nope, not Character Archive. Equipment Material... Living Beings, there you go. Abyss... Rune Hunter. Wait, did I really just say I don't think it was a Rune Hunter and then proceeded... Okay. That's fine. Honestly, I said it's probably not a Rune Hunter, but even in my head I went, it probably is, and then went, nah, that's not possible. Oh, this poor thing is all by itself.
Check this out!
That's awful.
No, my sword. Let me weave you. See?
I feel so bad for this poor thing. It literally has nobody around it. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna defeat this. This thing is pretty weak, honestly. And... oh no, that didn't finish it. I thought it would finish it. No, that finished it though. Alright. I almost wonder if I attack this next one, if it's different, it's not like the, octopus thing, I don't know what it is, but if it's like something different, if that'll count as well. Granted, if this is just another octopus, we can't really do anything about it, but... nope, it's a different one.
Don't get too close.
Stand clear.
We'll attack it, we'll see, honestly. Because if it counts, then it just makes my life easy, I don't have to... can I? Dude, like, let me up. This annoying thing won't let me up.
Fire it up. Here's backup.
Absorption test.
I don't think I want to
Rain
activate
outlines your... This isn't good.
yeah, even activating Toma's ult might have been too much. Oh, yeah, it counted. Awesome. Then I'll have to try to battle like a room grader, because that would have been a miserable experience. Alright, now to primal constructs. Primal constructs. Oh gosh, what are those again? Oh no, wait. No, it's these. I forgot about these. I do not like them at all. There's another. Oh no, that's a boss. I am not battling the boss. That is so not happening. Well, whatever. And it's... oh yeah, it's like right in front of me too. Look at that. And we're out of stamina within the first 5 seconds. Right, forgot about that. I gotta admit, the stamina thing's kinda getting on my nerves.
Go. Huh?
It's up more.
Huh?
I guess it does go up. It just made it think it was like on a mountain. I'm like, there's no mountain here though.
Go.
And there's 2 of them. If they're yeah, they're different. So when we, if we defeat these 2, which
Animal
I would hope we
hypostasis
do,
simulation.
we'll be able to be done immediately because they only asked for 2, which is good because honestly, trying to find another one of these might be impossible. Why is this bird attacking me? Yeah, go somewhere else. I don't even know why the bird came over. Where'd they go? Fine. It's still invisible. Oh, because that thing's right here. Yeah, see, right here, that'd be fantastic.
Go. Time to go.
Oh, there's one. And here's the second one.
Don't get too close.
Stand clear.
Oh, hello.
I got you covered.
So definitely activate the ult there just in case. Alright, can you stop throwing your barrier? That'd be cool. Thanks. I'm gonna back up. Yeah, because those things are gonna chase me. Hello.
Absorption test. Rain
There
outlines
we
your
go.
fate. Witness.
And activate the ult. That should finish it. Nice. Look at that.
If we bury
Alright. Let's... okay. I was wondering, I was like...
it'll spring back to life.
I see 2 markers, and I don't know if that's the right marker. The next one... I believe it said it was clockwork, right? Which clockwork mix? Yep. Alright, click.
One clock.
Oh, hold on. That just led us underground. Granted, we're right by the entrance, so it's not something we can't get out of, but it's more of a pain than just teleporting to the surface. But even then, I don't even think we have anything on the surface that we can teleport to. I don't think so anyways. Nope, because the closest thing's over here, and at this point I'd rather go over here and just walk out. Oh, okay. And there we go, now jump. That was a tad bit close, but alright. Yeah, see, so you can get out over there, but this is going to be a lot faster in the long run, so thank you, but no. Oh, nope, hold on. Oh, there we go. It, like, got me stuck on the cliff edge, and I couldn't get past it. I wonder how many are here, though. There's one. Ooh, and we get a chest out of this?
Check this out.
Love to see it.
Stand clear. Swirl. Mark 2. See?
I mean, hey, the big clockwork is about down to half, so that's cool. Oh, okay. Nope, that is bad. Oh, okay, I'm getting absolutely bombarded with bombs.
Animal test 6308.
Oh, okay,
Let me
why are
leave you
attacking me? And there we go. Defeated.
Oh, what a cute treasure
And
coffin.
flame.
Huh?
Actually, can we get to this waypoint? Because I think that might help out a little bit if we just get to this waypoint. Get in this little. Get. Hello? There you go. Oh yeah, it literally leads us right to the waypoint. Well, thank you for that. Real fast, I'm gonna go to a statue of the 7, I think. Wait, under. Where are they at? You're just in a canyon? Or is it the... Oh, maybe it's the fish. Do the fish count as clockwork mechas? I did not know that. And by fish, I mean like the clockwork fish, not like the blubber beasts and stuff. Where's... That spinning lag is awful. Let's see. Is it right here? Yeah. Closest one right here, and then we'll travel to the next one.
What a bummer.
I love how it's all raining and all the crabs are out, like... You know, fair enough. I bet it feels really nice having all the rain. Alright, let's get into this water. First time we've done water battling in a while, honestly. And there's a teleport point, so we're definitely going to grab that too. Might as well, you know, hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Or, you know, 2 clockworks with 1 stone, if you get my drift. Oh, hello. Hold on, I'm going to grab this real fast. Oh, get off. Excuse me. And there we go. Free chest for me. And then go over here. I'm gonna try to hit these all at once. Come on. And throw. Might as well once again since we're here. And then hit that one. What is this? Oh, there's a chest. Huh. Alright, cool. Another free chest. Alright, grab this. I believe, by the way, for this cape, I believe you have to get multiple, Zelas. So one right there, but I think to actually get it, you have to, like, actually, activate the challenge or whatever. I will say, though, since we're here, we might as well try to break this, too. Is this, like... Is it, like, this ship's stuck or something? Is that why we're doing this? Is this, like, a mission that I just completed on accident, or what? Oh, no. Oh, wait. Hold on. I just realized this is an airship. That's my bad. Well, I guess we're going on a little ride. I don't know to where, but we're taking a ride. This is definitely not what I was trying to do when I was doing this mission, but... Hey, whatever. Sounds like fun, honestly. Oh, there it is, that's why. It's gonna take me to this so we can get this thing.
Oh,
Yep.
what a cute treasure coffin.
Excuse me. There we go. And then... What is this? Oh, another chest. Well, I'll take it. Why not? Alright, we go in here. Setting up the event. Then we bring him back to him, which... I think we stay out of it. I think we try to do most of these missions right here. The photograph and the gathering the stuff, so... Let's do that first. I know for dogs... We can definitely go to Fontaine. At least get one type of dog. Maybe more. I don't know. I don't know how many dogs count here. 'Cause I know there's definitely like the fancy dogs right in front of me. Thank you very much. We'll see what their name is, and if their names are different, then we'll take 2 pictures and maybe it'll count as 2. Take photo. Oh no, they do. I actually do count as 2. How do you take a picture? What the?
When the sun's out, bathe in
excuse me.
sunlight. But when the moon's
Oh wait, did we?
out, bathe in moonlight.
I thought we took a picture of the lady dog, not the gentleman dog. That's my bad. Alright, claim that one. Now we need 2 birds and 2 cats. I believe... Huh, for cats. You know, Mondstadt might not be a terrible decision for cats. I do remember there being a few cats, I believe. I don't know... Is the cafe still open? I'd love to check that, actually. I'm gonna do that first. I believe the cafe was right over here. And if we see any cats on the way, we'll take pictures, but... I could have sworn like there was like a bunch of cats here. Oh, no, there's a dog. We already have a dog. There's Sucrose. Doesn't seem to be any. Oh no, okay, so when the event ended, the thing ended. That stinks. That should just be a part of the thing always. Oh, there's one. Actually, this might be 2, truthfully. Because there's one up on the step, too. Enter. And then... one of these has to count, right? Yeah, Grayson. Okay, cool. Now we need birds. I think, first of all, we're going to go out to Timmy's pigeons, and we're going to take a picture of his pigeons.
There's a player nearby. That way. Let's go see.
No, I'm not playing Genification TGG. Alright, let's... try not to get too close so they don't fly away. Actually, these are called gray winds. I think these might be different. Yep, these are different. Cool. First of all, let's claim this. It's in here. Okay, that's cool. So there's that. 3 Sango pearls, star conches, 3 types of Tevat products with green leaves. This one might be a bit more difficult. The green leaves is what's going to get me. I believe a mint should count. Or actually, hold on. Does a sweet flower count? It just gave me 2. What? Why did it give me 2? Huh? Why did it just give me 2? I didn't claim anything else though. How is that even? How does a berry count? Okay, whatever. Star conches will be on beaches. There might be some over here. We'll check this beach first, but if not, we'll go over to Sangonomiya, not Sangonomiya, Watatsumi Island and see if there's some over there. I mean, there's definitely, like, at least Sango pearls over there, but I don't know if the star conches will be. Because I could have sworn star conches were, like, all throughout to that. Is that? No, those aren't some. Maybe not. Maybe it's just an empty beach. There are crabs, though, so I'm gonna grab some crabs. Nice. That crab ran right into me. Nice one. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna run all the way back to Inazuma. Actually, first, I'm gonna click this and get this tracking off my menu. Let's go... Let's teleport up here, honestly. I think the star conches are gonna be on the outside. Or, not that I know. I think I'm fairly confident that they are. At least I would assume so. If not, actually, those might be leeway. Whatever, we'll get those in a few seconds. Let's grab the Sango pearls, what we need while we're here. I land in water, yet apparently it's just not shallow enough. Okay. Cool. Love that. Alright. So... I remember having to farm these for my Kokomi. But, like... It's like... Oh, there you go. Hold on. There's 3 right here. At least these are Sango pearls, right? I'm not getting these confused. Yeah, these are Sango pearls. Okay, we're good. Alright, well, there's 3. Teleport to this to get Hu Tao fully healed again. And then, let's go to Liwet. I definitely know, or maybe not know, because I keep saying I know. I'm fairly confident there's some in the Juyun Sto Forest. However, I've been saying that for a bit now, so maybe there isn't. I don't know. Oh, don't tell me I was wrong about this, too. Come on. You know, let's teleport over here. Maybe there's some over here. Game night try not to do everything by themselves challenge. Let's go. Well, we found 1. So that's a win for me. 2. And that's 3 right over there. Grab this crab first up. Heck yeah, love to see it. We finished this part super fast. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself. Alright. Yep, those are finished. How much time are we? Oh my gosh, we are at 9:04. You know what? how about we decorate the venue, and then we play through some of the songs, and then I think stream's gonna end early. I don't want to burn through this event. Unfortunately, I think it's almost relatively shorter compared to the other events. Even though, like, I could have sworn this event was a lot longer than than it is now. I don't know.
Would you like to practice some music?
Nope, but I want to turn in decorate the venue.
Oh, really? You've got the things from the list? Great, I'll take those. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Spotlight on, erect the set, and dress the set. I actually want to do the have the people done too, and I'll explain why in a bit. But let's see the venue. Oh wow! I honestly haven't gotten this far with the venue, so it looks really nice. Yeah, it's so pretty. I like it. I could have sworn there was a Miss Hina statue. There is a Miss Hina statue right here, right here. All right. Can anyone see the resemblance to Goro? Literally, the only thing that really resembles Goro is the tail and the ears. And, like, I guess the face, but... Dude, Goro does a good job. I don't know how he does it. I want to pat him on the back, because I'm just impressed. Let's cover all these. Get rid of all these. Hey, here's our wonderful invitation. I like that, though. I like how, like, a lot of the events give you things that you get to keep after. So it makes you feel incentivized. Like this was from the potion event. I really like that. Because it kind of shows that you've been through the event and, you know, it shows that you've been there, essentially. Claim that. A steak tartare. Love to see it. I don't know if I'll ever craft it, but hey, you know, it's there, I guess. I do want to start. I forgot. I do want to craft some healing food, just for situations like you know, me falling off a cliff and not having deep enough water. I just don't know. Besides teleporting to, obviously, teleporting back to the main city where the nearest stove is. Oh, whatever. We were to do the people invite thing anyway, so it's not going to hurt us too much. Go to Inazuma first and do this first. Well, and I say do this first. I more mean go cook first. No, not... Where's a stove I can use? There we go. Okay. It was right beside him. Yeah, normally you craft Sweet Madames because they're so easy to make and they heal so much. I'm also gonna craft some of these steak. I think we're gonna do Amber, because you can get the special dish. And obviously you have to go through the normal crafting it for a few times before you can actually just auto-craft it, so. And unfortunately I have not done this on stream yet, so none of these are gonna be able to be auto-crafted. Oh gosh. Grammar has never been my strong suit. Oh, look at that! And we got a special Outriders Champion Steak right at the end of it. Alright, so... Oh, no, I wanted to craft some manually. My bad. No, not manually. I honestly said it, but thought what I wanted it to be. Yeah. There you go. I think 41 will be fine. If we're, you know, dying that often, I think we need to worry about our team more than... Oh, we actually do have, I auto-cooked it again, or manual cooked it again. I thought Rosalia had, or not Rosalia, oh, we don't actually have her. That's my bad. Yeah, Rosalia? Is that her name? Hold on. I guess Rosalia. Right? Rosalia? Oh, where's she at? Rosaria. I knew there was something wrong. I was like, that's not the character, but what is the character? Alright, let's auto-cook a bunch of these. And by that I mean, I guess, like 50, because we can't craft a full 99. That stinks, but alright. What's... Oh, we have to claim rewards. We'll do that when we go to Leeway, because you have to get some people in Leeway to come to the event as well, so... Let's first talk to Ioe first. Tsukimono... Suku Momono. I'm trying my best. Groceries. All your wishes granted in this one place. We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. How strange. No one's ever invited me to go attend such an event before. Well, that's why we're here. You must have music you really love, right? Right, Ivy? We could play it for you. We're serious musicians. Music, you say? Well, there is one that I heard a long while back. I was your height when I last heard it, I believe. I only remember bits and pieces of it, but could you play it for me all the same? Sure, I'll give it a go. Thank you. I do like this one, though. This is cool. During a meeting of melodies, you must choose the most suitable note from a selection of notes to fit into the empty spaces of a track to match the hum melody of the original song. Like, I don't know, for some reason, I think it's super cool how they have, like, the voice actors hum it, and we have to, like, fill in the gaps. It's super interesting. And granted, yeah. And, like, granted, you can match it really easily, so, like, you know, so, la, this is probably C. As long as you, like, kind of hear what it sounds like before, like, make sure not to just immediately put a note in. Because it'll play the right note every single time as long as you don't put anything in. Give me a second. I want to make sure my ear is trained to it. Yep, okay. This one's probably down. Does it say where we're at? No, okay. Because I was trying to see which key signature I need to look at. It's probably so? Yeah. Because, like, obviously, fa is way too low and la way too high. So, honestly, it's not too difficult as long as you kind of know very basic, like, this is probably way too high, this is too low. But then obviously they have this one where it's re, mi, fa, so you have to, like, basically be in the middle here and know exactly what it is. This one I'm guessing is re because it goes down. I believe this is correct, honestly. It didn't stop me. Awesome. I will admit, this is one of the events I like for the mere fact of the music. It's so much fun to listen to the music in these events. Lovely, it seems you're quite the dab hand at making others' wishes come true. It's been almost 20 years since I last heard this tune. It was a boy in the neighborhood who played it for me. His wish was to travel and see the outside world. It's just a shame that I couldn't have been the one to help him. Well, would you look at that? I've strayed from the topic. I'm afraid I can't help with this music festival. Tsuku Momono Groceries can't do without me right now. Still, I'm glad to have heard this once more. Thank you so much. Well, great. Glad I didn't want to invite you to the event anyways. Who's next? Oh yeah, the street food vendor. This is the guy I wanted to get in anyways. So we'll do this one and then the Leeway one because I wanted to get to Leeway anyways. And, like, you know, turn in all of our rewards and stuff. Or not tournament rewards, or daily commissions. Do we... Okay, I'll buy the Dongo milk, but I'll explain why I did this in a bit. Let's see. Let's attend the music festival. How did you know I liked music? Well, to be truthful, that's where I get most of my creative ideas. Oh, then you must have music you really enjoy, right? We could play it for you. Oh, that's a long list you'd be looking at. If I had to pick one, it might be this traditional piece from Konda Village. That's where I started my culinary journey, in fact. Could you play the piece if I were to hum the tune for you? Yeah, sure, I've been doing it with everybody else. I'll probably continue to do it with everybody else. Alrighty. Actually, this one only has 3 notes. That's kind of cool. I believe this is right. Let's listen. Alright, there you go. There's one. It descends. I'm guessing it's so. Nope, that is way too loud. So. Yeah, okay, so not... It was so, just not the high so. That is way too high. I believe that's correct. Yep, okay. Didn't stop me, so I'm guessing that's right. Nice. Love to see it, honestly. 1 minute, jeez Louise. Solving it a tad bit too fast. Absolutely fantastic. If not for the way you dress, I'd have suspected that you were from Konda Village yourself. It sounded like just like the original. Alright, I decided. I'm heading to this festival. Maybe immersing myself in the music there might give me some new ideas. I'll move my food stall over there. Not that my skills are the most impressive, but I'm sure I'll add to the atmosphere at least, eh? And the last person right over here. Oh, hold on. Get some wonderful... That honestly, I just realized that probably would have gotten all of our leafy...
Special yakitori for
what is it, like vegetables or something? Or plants? I don't know. I'd like to invite you to attend the music festival. Did I hear you wrong? Is this a music festival or a food festival? Music and a serious formal musical exchange to boot. By the way, do you have any music you enjoy? We can play it for you right now. Give me a few seconds, because family just got home. Okay, sorry. Where were we at? Oh gosh. Oh, you're serious then? Well, I do have something in mind. I could try humming it for you. Could you try playing it then? Once again, everyone else has mine as well. This is quite the lovely surprise. Alright, let's listen to this again. Do, maybe? No. That sounds right. Is it me again? Yeah, it's me again. Okay, that makes sense. Is it? I mean, it has to be the same line, right? That sounds right, I believe. Is it? It's not law, is it? Is this right? I guess it's right. Okay. First time around. yeah. What a brilliant recreation. That said, even I have no clue what this song's called. A fox-eared customer of ours likes humming this one when she comes over for some ramen. She's one of our VIPs. Came around a few days ago, in fact, or I wouldn't have remembered the song at all. I guess it tells you all you need to know about me and music, huh? If you're looking for a food stall, I'd recommend you look for, Tomoki. That fellow's got a right adventurous spirit. Even if he isn't a fan of music, he should be interested nonetheless. Well, we already talked to him, and he's already coming to the festival, so problem solved. Alright, let's go here. And then get these done. I mean, honestly, may or may not go to Mondstadt and do Mondstats, too. Just to get those out of the way, so we're not worried about it as we're performing everything else. And honestly, if we perform all of them, it might actually do the, because I'll show you right now, but there's only like one other cutscene. So there's obviously the wonderfully named This Ain't Your Daddy's Iridescent Tour, and then the next event, obviously, unlock once the venue's ready, which I think if once we complete all these, it'll unlock this next mission, and it's the Iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life Tour to, the music festival. So I think we'll just do all these, unlock the final cutscene, and then just play music the rest of the time. So sounds like a plan, honestly.
So, are you buying or not?
Found one you like? Please play over here. Yeah. Okay. I'd like to invite you to the music festival. A music festival, you say? You know, I actually met my husband because of a song. Quite the coincidence, huh? Oh, which song was it? I bet we can play it for you. We're super serious about music. You can say that again. Oh, in that case, could you play it for me if I were to hum the tune? Yeah, once again, not like everybody else hasn't been asking for it. That is a long final line. Oh my goodness. Taking a guess, it's so? Hold on. Nope. Yeah, because it went down. Is it Ray? I believe it was Ray, so we're gonna continue. So maybe? No. Nope. Actually, it was probably so. It doesn't feel right. I don't know. It might be Law. Nope, because nope, 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 nope. It's not so either. Was it Law? It doesn't sound like it. No, it's C. Because they're not the same. Maybe. Really? I actually kind of impressed myself, truthfully, because I was not confident on that one. I will say, though, I do not remember what this song is from. Like, don't get me wrong, cool song, I just don't remember what it's from. Oh, what a wonderfully nostalgic feeling. I was immediately reminded of my studies in Fontaine. That might make more sense. I was more thinking Leeway. I'd often go to cafes in Vasari Passage to read, and when I heard the song one day, I asked the barista what it was called. They didn't know, but a large fellow having some cake nearby told me that it was Le Souvenir avec le crêpe Pusuku? I am not. There is no way I said that right. Oh, and yeah, later on he became my husband. Fair enough. Just married on the spot, I guess. He was at a cafe meeting with his friends from a literary club back then. How nostalgic. We were all so young. Oh, right, your music festival. I fear I shan't be able to go, but if needed, I can get my husband to go. Nice. Just kick him out of the house, tell him to get going somewhere. Been fiddling with some old books that haven't been selling well all day, and I haven't been able to dissuade him from doing so. But I'm sure such cultural exchanges would interest him. I'll ask him to bring some souvenirs along that he can give out to boot. Cool, I'll take it. Free souvenir, or maybe not free souvenirs, but souvenirs nonetheless. I totally just hit that person in the face. I am so sorry. Like to invite you to a music festival? A music festival, you say? Thank you. I do confess to being in the habit of collecting radiant spin crystals. Oh, then you must have music you really enjoy, right? We could play it for you. We're serious musical types. Oh, really? Well, there's just one tune. Let's say I hum it for you and you play it for me in turn. Once again. Tap in the first what, 4 times? Let's just go again. Come on. Give it to me. Well, I do know what that's from. And I will admit, it's kind of nice, so that's cool. It went up. Yep. I think it stayed the same, right? Yep, okay. That should be right. I think it went up 1. I don't know. And see, the issue is I wish there was an actual line. That's the only thing I don't like about this. I'm more used to reading sheet music where it's like actually has all the lines through it, not just the lines only on where the notes are. So this is really confusing for me. Okay, this is the same one, so I think it's Do. Okay. Yep. That one was a bit easier than the last one. The last one was kind of hard. Alright, 1:30. Now that brings back memories. It reminds me of how when I was young, I would wake up very early to attend calligraphy classes at my teacher's place. It was so early that it was still dark out and it was terribly frightening. Fortunately, I'd passed by the house of an old granny and I could often hear the song drifting up from her home. It gave me a sense of peace. The dear old lady probably isn't with us anymore, but I've also grown and I'm no longer afraid of the dark. Or as afraid of the dark. In any case, I've given it some serious consideration, and while I'd love to agree, it's going to be tough finding someone to watch a time-honored store like ours on such notice. So let me recommend something else to you who might attend instead. Zigu's Antiques boss, Ling Lan. She doesn't even open in the daytime, and you can either find her sleeping or wandering the streets. I'd reckon she had the free time to help. Regardless, thank you so much for letting me hear that song again. Hope your musical venture goes well. Alright, and on to the last one. Which, oh yeah, look. The person they were suggesting. Invite you to the music festival? An invitation, as in a date? No. It's not a date. No. This is about musical exchange. By the way, do you have any songs that you like? We can play them for you, just to show you we're legit, you know? I see. Well, I do have something in mind. I'll hum and you play. How does that sound? It wouldn't be the first. Oh, I thought there was gonna be 5 notes. I'm like, oh my goodness. They're throwing 5 notes at me today. Fa? Hold on, play one more time. Yep, okay, so Fa there. This one's a bit higher, so... Nope, that sounds a bit too high. And that's too low, actually, hold on. It's Ray. Yeah, because it can't be me, that was a tad bit too low. Me maybe? Nope. That just feels, I don't know. That feels like it went down way deeper than me, but, whatever. There we go. Okay. That, I believe, is right? Maybe? Yep. Okay, cool. Yo, where did the piano come from? We don't have a piano. Sure. You know what? Whatever, I guess. Definitely don't have a piano, but I'll take it, I guess. My dear guest, it would be no exaggeration to compare your performance to an adeptal hymn. When I was just starting in this line of work, I went to Minlin to purchase some ancient jade. On the way there, I heard music coming from Jiyun Peak. I was so enraptured that I wondered if it might be the music of the adepti themselves, you know? Thank you. I never thought I'd get the opportunity to hear it again. As for the music festival, I must say that I wouldn't call myself any kind of music enthusiast. I simply happened to like this tune, so forgive me if I must decline. Allow me to slip from my lips this tidbit of gossip. I believe Mingxi Jewelry's boss, Jingxi, is a close fan of music. Perhaps you could ask her? Last but not least, I wish you the best with your festival. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go from one character to the next, and they're supposed to keep bouncing until you get to the correct person. But somehow we keep getting to the correct person around the first or second try. I guess it's just either lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it. Hey, I'm gonna suggest this person. We already invited them. Like, thanks for the offer, but no. We're already good. Alright, let's get our commissions turned in then.
Add Astro.
Dispatch character. Claim all, put it back out.
Add Astro.
Claim adventure rank rewards, because apparently we ranked up. Good on us, I guess. I didn't even know we ranked up. One more time. Daily commission
Thank you for
rewards.
completing.
Awesome. And now we go on to Mondstadt to start inviting all the people over here. Sorry, I was drinking water. I didn't think we'd teleport that fast. That was way faster than I was expecting. Alright. Welcome, Memory Treasure. Here's you. Yeah. Okay. I'd like to invite you to the music festival. A music festival? Didn't we just hold the Windbloom Festival? This one's taking place in Inazuma. Marjorie? That's how it's spelled, but I feel like that's wrong, because I feel like I've heard her name being said before. And it's a serious musical exchange. If you got any tunes you'd like, we can play it for you right here and now. Let me think. Well, I don't remember this one's names, but could you play it if I were just to hum the tune? Once again. Everybody else has. Oh, that would be grand. That was nice. Yeah, see, it's not that low, but somewhat low. It might be one above. I think that sounds right. Continue on. Let's hear it again. I mean, it didn't sound off. I think that's right. Let's check it. Awesome. First try again. Cool. That's one done. Tune is so gentle, just the way I remember it. My dad used to play this one for me on his harmonica while we were on the way back from Springvale. He said that this tune represented Springvale itself, and that's where Dad's dad grew up. Shame that my grandfather would pass before I was ever born. Thank you for playing that music. You know what? I've decided that I should spend a bit more time with my dad. He's an adventurer, so he tends to spend time out in the field. So, if you don't mind, I might have to give this festival a pass. But if there's another opportunity, I'll come, and drag him along as well. Honestly, that's a good reason. That's a really valid and fair reason. I like that. Oh, heck yeah, we're gonna get flowers at the festival? That'd be awesome. Is there a music event going on in the city? I'm only familiar with flowers, though, not music. Nah, this one's taking place in Inazuma. And it's totally fine if you don't know much about music. You just need to enjoy it. If there's a tune you like, we could play it for you right now, you know? Well, I do have something in mind. Its name escapes me, but I can hum the tune at least. Will that do? Once again, everyone else has.
Better see.
Oh, a fast one. Oh boy. Yeah, thank you for only 3 notes during this, because this might be interesting. Okay, I said that and then immediately get the first note. Alright, cool. Are they all gonna be on the same... I didn't even have to really think about it because the bass is going to be too low, the treble is going to be too high, so it's just go with the... Really? That one wasn't even that hard. Isn't this Sumeru music? Why does Flora know this music? Oh, you're great. This is even better when Miss Sayed plays it. He performed this one for us last Wimbledon Festival, saying it was a traditional song from Sumeru. I'm impressed that I got that was from Sumeru. I am proud of myself. Donna said it sounded terrible compared to Master Deluxe playing, though. Well, I made up my mind. The flower needs care every day, and Inazuma's pretty far away, so I'm afraid I can't go. Thanks for the music, though. It was lovely. On that note, I'll offer you a special price if you need flowers for your festival. Wait, like, really? Wait, like, will she actually give me a discount? Hold on. That's not a discount. I was lied to. Granted, I'm going to buy the flowers, because that means less farming for me in the future. But I was 100% lied to. Yeah, like, the small lampgrass is a pain to farm. I had to farm it for D-Luke when I was trying to, like, get him ranked up. And it was a miserable experience. Because, like, trying to find it in the forest is awful, and you have to, like, only do it at night, and ugh. I do not wish that on anyone. Where is this person at? Or is not is it Paddington? It's like the only person I can see. No. Oh, any special these days. Hold on, we can get some stuff, though. Currently, we're giving every customer a free chicken mushroom skewer. It goes great with any drink. Here, take one and have a seat. I promise it'll suit your liking. That's
Come in,
4,
take
not
a
1,
seat.
but...
We have a few specials today at Angel Share.
Is there someone on, like, the roof here?
Huh?
Actually, I'm gonna go... Probably travel... Oh, hold on, there's this... Didn't know there was a treasure chest.
Go!
Go around here, and then... Definitely climb up the wall here. Okay, let's go over... There we go. I don't know where this person is at, though. Like, the only thing I could think is... Yeah, it says it's down. This is, like, the only... Is it... It has to be in here, then. I just don't know why it's put at the door of the tavern. Oh, yeah, it's Charles. Alright, well, thanks. Let's sit down and talk with him. Oh, no, okay. Oh. I'd like to sit in this chair. Thank you.
What'll it be today?
Is it... Maybe I can't sit while doing it? Is that, like, actually a thing? Can you not do it while sitting?
What'll it be today?
No, why... Why isn't it letting me do it?
What'll it be today?
I am so confused. Maybe I have to click this Who's Strongest Fighter Mondstadt, maybe?
The strongest fighter. I don't pay much attention to that sort
Hopefully
of thing.
this doesn't activate too much of something.
Paimon thought bartenders had some kind of special information sources.
Just like they have exclusive supplier of wine.
Exactly! That's what Paimon was getting at.
I have no involvement in any intelligence gathering operation.
You sure?
But if you made me pick someone, it would be the Dark Knight hero. I've heard some stories about him. Apparently, he once rescued a city dweller from the Abyss Order.
Well,
There
dang.
it is! The barman's top secret intelligence.
Of course, they always know
Speaking
stuff.
of the Abyss Order, their minions are really stirring up trouble all over the place, aren't they?
Now, can we talk about music? Yep, there you go. I had to do that first. You coming with an invitation. What's the occasion? Has Master Diluc decided to give me the day off? No, this is about a musical exchange taking place in Inazuma. If there's a song you like, we can play it for you right now. A song I like, you say? I do remember head housemaid Adeline hosting several small family concerts at Dawn Winery. They played a song at those gatherings that I do quite like. I'll do my best to hum it for you. Mind playing the song after that? Well, it's the last time, but yep, sure. In that case, do excuse my amateurness. I want to hear what he sounds like. I mean, he's kind of got a nice voice. Kind of impressed. Hold on. Nope. Is it La? Because it's not this La, right? Wait. Nope. It's this La. Okay. Let's continue again. I don't know. So maybe? No, I don't think that's right. Actually, no, that might be right. I just wasn't expecting it to be. Dun dun dun. Easy. Got that one. This one might be iffy. Hold on. Nope. So we didn't get it right. Okay. Is it Ray? It's Ray. There's no way it's Doe. There we go. Now we got it right. It's like the first time we messed up, and it was like the last song, too. Not bad, not bad. Very impressive. In fact, I should recommend to Adeline that you be commissioned to play at the next such family event. As for your invitation, to be honest, I was just about ready to agree the moment you finish your performance. But I'm not sure if I want to ask Master Diluc for a day off over something that's trivial. After all, he'd agreed without hesitation. How about this then? I'll send you a token of support for your festival. Will that do? So you'll be sending us with several crates of wine? I doubt everyone will be attending a festival will be drinking. Yeah, probably not. As such, I'll give you some decorative banners instead. Ooh, I'll take them. We've got them stocked in the winery warehouse, and I believe they'll come quite in handy. Don't worry, you won't have to go fetch them yourselves. I'll have some of our traders deliver it directly. Just consider it the angel's share. That was actually a really good line. I like that. Just consider it the angel's share. That was good. Wonderful music. Allow me to gift you some decorative banners. Think it is the angel's share. Music festival, huh? I got other obligations, so I might not make it, but I decided to send my husband to support you. And then the final one, which is the first one. Alright, I decided I'm heading to this festival. Maybe immersing myself in the music there might give me some new ideas. Alright, so that's basically decorating the whole venue. So we'll do that, but first, let's check the fervor favors. And we're, looks like, what, 270? Yeah, 270 away from getting Goro. Which you'll get the more you play through the event, so we'll be fine. Alright, let's teleport back and get the stage finally finished. Alright, let's finish. Come on, set
Hello.
up.
Would you like to practice some music?
No, I want to finish the stage. Let me finish the stage.
Really? You've got the things from the list? Great. I'll take those. Thanks so much.
We're just so good. We completed it in less than a day. Filled with fervor, not famished. Anyone can rock, and rock and roll more than just wild. All right, let's see. Look at that. Now the festival's all fancy.
Thank you both so much. At last, everything on the list is done.
Yeah, within like less than 5 hours. It's like, what, less than probably 2, honestly.
I'm afraid I still have some final preparations to make, but I'll see you tomorrow. Then the party can begin.
Fun, fun. Is it your distant Arataki Rocket for Life tour to Forest so often? Is whatever. That thing. Oh, is he? I'll wait till the next day. I was like, oh wait, what the heck? Real fast though, I do want to talk to this guy. Traveler, struggling day. This iridescent Arataki Rocket, the musical festival you recommended is really is awesome. I've been inspired. Now have a taste of the food I made specifically for the event. What kind of creative cuisine is that? Dango milk that's been marinated in rock and macerated in roll. Rock and roll dango milk. Here, have one on me. It's just regular dango milk, right? I wouldn't go that far. At least it might have been to begin with, but not after hearing all that rock and roll that I made it listen to. That's also why now it tastes like regular dango milk that's been lying around for a while. Oh, thank you for just outwardly saying that. But this way, some customers are even willing to pay double the price of regular dango milk just to get their hands on this stuff. Must be the power of rock and roll, eh? It's so mind-blowing that I can't even put words to it. Put it into words, whatever. Yeah, so essentially, the reason why I wanted to get him over here was because you can buy this, like, essentially limited dango milk that you can't get outside the event. So I wanted to get this, because then it's actually called rock and roll dango milk, and then we can have them. But yeah, like, as you can see, there's literally no difference. You'll find, like, the little flavor text that kind of describes it. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get it so that we could at least next time we come back, we can buy some more the next day. Oh yeah, we also got a horn. I forgot we got that as a gadget now. Is this come back the next day between? It says 1400 and 1600, so right there. And then we'll let it go all the way through, and then we'll be able to finish this event. There we go. Oh, and everyone's here. Yeah, see, I'm gonna leave the menu, and it's gonna immediately shove me into the event or the cutscene.
Oh, compadres, you're here! Hey, serious props to you both. This place looks amazing. Even better than I'd imagined.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm just that good, Ito.
Everything looks perfect. We're ready for business. Traveler, Paimon, you have our thanks.
Guys, why so serious? That ain't rock and roll, man.
Paimon, please
Hey,
don't.
look at that. My favorite melon's a fast learner. Also, I hear you're gonna be taking the stage tonight. Whoa, itching for a little competition, huh?
Yeah, let's go with competition.
Paimon was just joking. Seriously, Dvorak? Unbelievable.
Well, that's what you get.
Getting cold feet? Ah, don't blame you. I am the reigning champion of the great sing-along after all.
Oh, Paimon, backing down from a challenge isn't very rock and roll. And come on, Paimon, you can beat Ito. Gosh, I'd hope you could beat Ito. Jeez.
Paimon is too rock and roll. Paimon was just being humble.
If you say so.
Bring it on.
Ooh. Poor Shinobu.
Oh, Paimon's bringing it all right. Paimon's bringing it all the way home. Ha!
Oh, and by the way, did you ever find that Yeah, whatever happened to the dog?
Ah, we hit a complete dead end. Goro said he didn't know anything. Mamoru and the guys asked around the city, but no luck there either.
Then how do people know about
What
the
if it really
rumors?
is in Tenshukaku? Is that why we can't find it?
Oh, no, don't go poking around Tenshukaku again. You'll give Kujo-Sara a migraine.
Yeah, honestly,
Couldn't
though.
agree more. If I bother her too much, I'll end up getting struck by lightning.
Oh, now he's
So that's
worried
why
about
this
her.
time, I kept my distance and just threw some paper notes towards Tenshukaku. Hopefully, the Raiden Shogun sees them and hands the dog over.
Oh my gosh.
You're still taking a big risk there.
Ito.
It looks like Doshin Shikanoin was right. It's probably just a local legend after all.
Is that really it, though?
Because that would really suck. Wish I had more time to look into it, but unfortunately, this guy's got a performance to practice for.
And we gotta help Paimon
Now,
practice.
don't forget, there's lyrics and music scores in the jam zone, so no wussing out tonight.
He's so tall compared to
Don't
Paimon,
get
I feel
too
so
cocky,
bad.
Bullchucker. We'll see who's rock and roll.
Game on, Mini Melon!
Oh boy. This could either be a wonderful thing or a complete
Paimon
disaster.
better get some practice in at the jam zone soon. No way is Paimon gonna lose to Ito.
Oh, by the way, we invited a ton of people this time, including some people you know. A few have already shown up, and they're asking about you. Wanna go say hi?
I mean, heck yeah.
Yeah, let's go see them. Paimon's curious to find out who you invited.
Didn't you have to practice, Paimon? What happened to that? Obviously, practice means nothing. Meet your friends at Celebration. Does it matter who? There's a few people here, but alright, no, fair enough. Start with over here first.
Oh, you're a real trooper, Yoimiya. This must be one of the furthest places you've ever delivered to.
Oh no, not
I
fireworks.
promised Ito that I'd supply fireworks for his festival. I wasn't about to go back on my word.
Oh boy.
Hey, Toma, Yoimiya.
Those are some very,
Paimon!
very interesting
Cool, you're here
fireworks.
too?
Hey, it's been too long. Aw.
Well, looks like I owe the Arataki gang a
It honestly
huge thank
has
you.
been though, so
If
that's
they
fair.
weren't putting on this event, who knows when I would have gotten to see you next.
Oh.
You hear that? In case it was too subtle for you, Toma's complaining that you guys never make time to come and visit your old pals.
Well, sorry,
Yeah,
we're
that's true.
saving the
Obviously,
world.
traveling's very important to you, but you gotta take a break every once in a while. Just remember that you've got friends out there that would love nothing more than the chance to make you feel looked after.
Thank you both. That means a lot. especially after Fontaine, but, you know, besides that.
Of course. Oh, I heard this really cool thing I gotta share with you guys. So, Ito says that the theme of his music festival comes from a story about a dog that saved animals in the war zone. How amazing is that?
Yoimiya, don't tell me you have
about
info.
this dog, Toma? Everyone knows how well connected you are.
This is true.
For once, not much, I'm afraid. I guess my connections are one key canine short.
Even though you have a canine as a
But
connection.
assuming this really happened, I feel like Watatsumi Island would have had to be involved. This is a dog who managed to sneak in and out of a war zone, repeatedly, without leaving a trail for anyone to follow. Whatever the case, it would have needed someone to help cover its tracks. As far as I know, the Shogun's army doesn't do that kind of thing.
So you're
That's true.
saying it was the Sangonomiya troops? They had a specially trained dog for rescuing critters from the battlefield?
Sounds kind of far-fetched if you ask me. Do we really think Sangonomiya's forces had enough manpower to fight a full-scale war and run a canine wildlife rescue operation on the side?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fair
well,
point,
if it
though.
wasn't Sangonomiya's side, it must have been the Shogunate.
I doubt they had the manpower either. Honestly, I don't think either side would care that much. Like, obviously animals are important, but I think they're fighting a war. I don't think they're focused on the animals.
Right. So, in my view, it's more likely that Mr. Dvorak simply made the story up as something to capture people's imaginations.
That could be, honestly.
I mean, he's an artist, right? Isn't rock music about expressing things we don't fully understand?
Kinda like fireworks in a way. Don't question it, just feel it.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, that sort of makes sense. That makes you an artist too, Yoimiya. Fireworks are your art.
Oh gosh, that reminds me of the one anime meme that was like you can't, or maybe it wasn't even anime. I don't even remember what it was, but I just remember the text being like, you can't call throwing dynamite an art form, and it's like, if it works, then it is, or something. Like, sure, I guess fireworks are an art. I mean, okay, I will say this is technically true. It feels weird to think of an explosive as art. It's just, I don't like it.
I'll take it. And on that note, boy, do I have an art show for you tonight. Make sure you don't miss it.
Well, as long as nothing burns down, I think we're good. Let's see. There's nobody else, right? Yeah, it looks to just be these people. Kokomi, Goro, and then Heizo. And then Sayu, but...
Hina looks very familiar. Even the outfit.
Goro?
I was thinking the same thing, Your Excellency, but I just can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, okay.
She really is the spitting image.
Oh.
Of who?
Goro, Kokomi, hey!
Does he not know?
Oh, hello, you two. It's been a while.
Does he not know? Hold on.
I'm so happy to see you again. I was just asking Shinobu if she knew where you were. This is a nice surprise. Paimon didn't expect to run into you two at an Arataki Gang music festival.
I hear that Goro helped to secure the venue.
Oh, I barely did anything. A reader for my That's Life column was asking for advice about it, so I figured I'd help out. Turned out the reader in question was Mr. Arataki Ito.
I'm sorry, does he not know that people are calling him Miss Hina? I always assumed he knew, but I think this is making it like 30 times better, the fact that he doesn't know it. That, honestly, that's kind of
Her Excellency
funny.
was also very supportive of the whole thing.
An international rock and roll music festival sounded like a good way to attract tourists. And it's to bring attention to the plight of living things, right? Seems like a meaningful cause. Yeah, apparently it has something to do with a dog that was a war hero? Although sadly probably not a true story. Have either of you heard anything about that? Oh, you know, bits and pieces. Nothing concrete.
Bits and pieces are more than
Yeah,
something,
no,
though.
me neither.
Or more than nothing.
Those sounded suspiciously like prepared answers. Probably because we've answered that question before. Mr. Arataki Ito came to ask us about it a while back. We'd certainly love to help if we can.
Yes, of course. Actually, I was hoping to ask for your opinion on something.
On what? That's weird.
Does Miss Hina look familiar to you at all? I have this strange feeling like I've seen her somewhere before.
Goro, I want you to look into a mirror and ask me that question again. I really do.
Oh,
I feel like I've met her before, but nope. Sorry, doesn't ring any bell. Yep. Nope, never heard of her. Nope, nope.
Maybe it's just me.
She probably just looks similar to someone you know. Like how the Traveler looks similar to her brother. There's no mystery here, don't overthink it.
I love the fast speaking at the end. Don't overthink
I
it.
see. That does make sense.
I think Kokomi knows, though. The way she said
Traveler,
it.
let's get out of here.
Real. Let's not make any more attention here. Yeah, the strange Daruma. Huh. I wonder which character it could be. Do we even have... Hold on, do we have Sayu? Yeah, we have Sayu. I don't... Yep. There it is. I wonder what the Daruma is, huh? I wonder... Oh, you can... Okay. Pat head. Oh, I guess we can't... No head pats. Okay. Gotcha. Understand. What if we poke it? Okay, that literally did nothing. I love how, like, Sayu's surrounded by people and just doesn't care. That isn't... I don't know how you could do that.
Hey, there you are. I sent you some letters a few days ago. Have they shown up yet?
I can go to sleep through a lot of things, but not a festival. Not with all that people around me.
I've made some progress, but I'm still missing the final piece of the puzzle.
So, what did you learn?
I don't have anything conclusive yet, but I have a hunch that it involved both the Yashiro Commission and Sangonomiya.
Wait, really?
What? You mean like in cahoots? During the war?
Yeah, that's weird.
Shh. Like I said, it's just a hunch. Let's not get carried away. Anyway, I've written to the station, and they shouldn't take too long to get back to me. Yuriki Owada should be able to help find what I need. In the meantime, you'll just have to be patient. I would have gone back to the station to look into it myself, but I knew Ito was performing tonight, and I didn't want to miss it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. This will be interesting. You know who else is performing tonight? Paimon. Would you like to say something?
Wow. Sounds like I'm in for a real treat. I definitely picked the right place to be tonight. Will the Traveler's long-serving voice finally graduate from speech to song in a triumphant victory over the Oni rocker of Hanamizaka?
And they don't call her the flying rock and roll fuel for nothing. I like that name. That's cool.
I'll be awaiting with bated breath.
Cut it out, both of you! No more stupid nicknames!
What do you mean stupid? I thought it was funny.
Paimon didn't realize so many people we know would be here. Better get practicing or tonight could be super embarrassing.
Then don't mess
Come on,
up.
let's head to the jam zone.
That's all I gotta say. Just don't mess up.
Rorschach, you're still here.
Sure am. I've been checking over the equipment, scores, and lyric sheets to make sure everything's ready for tonight. Shinobu was telling me how popular light novels are here in Inazuma, so I've tweaked the melody and lyrics for a more Arataki gang feel with a light novel twist.
Light novels plus rock music, so light rock.
Nice. Nice, Paimon, nice.
I actually didn't change too much. Just took out the dog and made it about Onikabuto instead. Should be more up Ito's alley.
This is true.
This event couldn't
He's
have happened
good.
without him. It's my way of showing him some appreciation, I guess.
What? You got rid of the dog? But wasn't that the whole inspiration behind the festival?
Yes, but that's all it was. The initial inspiration. Doesn't matter if we change it to an Onikabuto, or you, or me, or anything else. It's the spirit of it that counts.
Huh.
Spirit? What do you mean?
I like that. That's a good answer.
The spirit of rock and roll?
Okay, should have seen that coming.
Yeah, you really should have. That was your fault. Do you think people have been getting too hyper-focused on the dog story?
It's all about the music, my friends. Just enjoy the music. That's all that matters.
I can agree with that.
Alright, well, speaking of enjoying music, is it alright if Paimon goes first? Paimon's gotta get practicing or Bullchucker's gonna hog the spotlight tonight.
By all means, be my guest. I knew you'd come around to the idea of going on stage.
And that's
Here's
why
the
he
music
forced
score
you to
and
sign up.
lyrics. I can't wait to see this.
Whew, let's see now. What's this song called? I got reincarnated as an Oni Kabuto and flipped the world upside down?
Are you kidding me?
What sort of song title is that? Is this supposed to be rock and roll?
Yeah, don't question it.
Soft rock, actually.
Soft rock. I gotta see these lyrics. Me too.
No peeking! You can hear them tonight when Paimon sings a song.
Wait, are we actually gonna see a cutscene with
Paimon's gonna rock
Paimon?
so hard, Bullchucker won't know what hit him.
Wait. Do we actually get to hear Paimon sing? The time flies by and night soon falls. Music lovers take turns showcasing their talent on the stage. Whoops and cheers ring out as the crowd grows louder and the atmosphere gets wilder. Before you know it, the moment has arrived. No way. Does Paimon actually sing? Listen, this event might have just gotten 30 times better. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The nice camera angles, we like to see it,
tonight is a night to celebrate, and I trust you're all having a wonderful time. It's been a non-stop rock and roll ride this evening, and we're almost at the end. But first, it is my huge honor to invite two very special guests to the stage.
Ooh?
The illustrious Mr. Arataki Ito and Miss Paimon. The two of them will be performing
I
a
love how
brand new
nervous
song
she is,
written
and Ito
specially for
just
tonight's
doesn't
event.
care.
It's called I Got Reincarnated as an Oni Kabuto and Flipped the World Upside Down.
Nice poses.
Take it away.
Love to see the poses. Please, is this an actual thing? Oh, it really is. This is beautiful.
Raven took an arrow to the heart,
Yeah.
and the Bakedanuki shapeshifted into dark.
Ito?
I weasel thief hereby bequeath all my mora. 200 goes to my pa.
300 to dear mama.
Oh no.
Poor little General Crab, only a shell.
He's so gonna take this over.
Unagi goodbye. Now rest in peace. Please don't cry.
This is fantastic. I love this.
Reborn as a beetle next time.
Oni Kabuto, raise your heart.
Tis to a world beyond the storm of rosy skies.
Okay, listen. When does this release on every music platform? Because I think this would be great to listen to. Oh? Even Shinobu approves. Look at her go. After an exhilarating song to end the night, many people begin to leave. But you and your friends approach the stage and congratulate the two rock stars. They're sticking to each other, the tongue out at each other. That's great.
So that's rock music, huh? It's a little different than I imagined.
Really? It's different from what I'd heard before. Could be a relatively new genre of rock, I suppose.
I still love it.
So,
That's beautiful.
how'd you like my performance? Did I dominate this little melon here or what?
Okay, Bullchucker, you got owned and you know it.
Oh gosh.
Oh, stop it, you two. I think both of you are sensational.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, for them just to argue.
Here, here. Really mind-blowing stuff, guys.
I call it a draw. You're very evenly matched.
It is true, though.
You think? Okay, well, what about you, my compadre? Who do you think is the most rock and roll?
Anyway, what nice weather we're having. I'll just say you're both rock stars to keep the peace, hopefully.
Really? Do you really think that?
Ah, fine. My compadre wouldn't lie to me. I can handle the truth. Rock on, Mini Melon. Rock on.
He's so upset.
Let's
You
not
can
argue
tell.
anymore, shall we? Ito and Paimon, you both gave incredibly moving performances.
It was really good. I'm not
I
gonna
owe
lie.
you all an enormous debt of gratitude. Without your help, this music festival never would have happened.
Don't mention it, Jack Attack. Hey, if we hadn't met, I wouldn't even know what the spirit of rock and roll means.
The spirit of rock and roll? So, what does it mean? What does it mean for rock music to have a spirit?
The rock and roll
It means
spirit,
you
obviously.
Rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches. Just like me and Paimon.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's obviously not what it means. Mr. Dvorak, could you please give us the official definition? Someone needs to take this guy down a peg.
She's still mad about it.
An official definition? I don't know that one exists. It's an emotional experience, as though you're hearing your own story speak to you through the music.
Funny you should say
You know
that.
what? I like
I was
that.
just thinking that the spirit of rock and roll is, well, like the Onikapito in the song. Having the courage to grab life by the horns and survive against all the odds. Guess I have a better sense of rock and roll than I thought.
Go Toma.
What about you, Yoimiya? Oh,
Something
well,
explosive, I'm sure.
I thought it was gonna be all about that dog, but then the song didn't even mention it, so, was that supposed to be symbolic? Like, if the dog didn't exist, maybe the injured animals didn't either.
You and Mia?
If there was no injured animals, then that means there was no war, which means the world is at peace.
There was a few jumps
so
there.
for Yoimiya, the rock and roll spirit is all about world peace.
Yeah, there was a few jumps in your argument there, but you know what? Sure.
Me? I hadn't given it all that much thought. I was mostly worrying about whether those paper notes Boss threw into Tenshukaku are going to get him in trouble with the Tenryo Commission.
Yeah, that's a real answer, though.
That must mean that for Shinobu, the rock and roll spirit is about keeping the Arataki gang safe.
She lives it out
Shinobu,
every day of her
seriously, you've got
life.
nothing to worry about. If the Raiden Shogun had seen any of those notes, she'd have come to join the party.
I mean, maybe.
Paimon agrees that you don't need to worry. Otherwise, Hazen definitely would have arrested Ito by now.
That's why I'm here, by the way.
Wait, where is that guy anyway? And where did Kokumi and Goro go?
Oh, please don't tell me they're actually going to arrest him.
Doshin Shikanoin had to run back to the station, so he didn't get the chance to say goodbye to you guys. But he did leave something for you. It's over there.
Ooh, a little box. Oh, no, a big crate. My bad. That is on me.
As for the other two, they couldn't stick around because they had a government meeting to get to. They did ask me to pass on their regards, though.
Well, that
The
stinks.
fact that these busy people all made time to attend the party is telling. Clearly, Ito wasn't exaggerating about the stature of the Arataki gang. Ito, what can I say? It's truly been an honor to work with you.
This is not a crossover I was
well,
expecting,
Jack
but...
Attack, I can't take all the credit. Let's not forget the Traveler's part in all this.
Yeah, you're right about that
A
one.
lot of people only showed up because they knew she'd be here. If we do this again, we gotta make sure to find a way to get her on stage.
The
How's that
Traveler
sound,
actually
compadre?
singing?
Get that rock and roll spirit ready, because next time it'll be your turn to rock our collective socks off.
Listen, getting the Traveler up on stage, I would love that.
Your Excellency, I believe the Tenryo Commission detective is...
Don't worry about it, Goro. The Puppy Union was a joint venture between us and the Yashiro Commission. If we can maintain secrecy, then all the better for it. But that was never the main goal.
The fact that that was an actual thing, I thought the dog was just a lie. Oh my gosh, there was an actual thing. That is fantastic.
We saved some lives, and that's what matters.
I was more worried about the potential impact on your reputation, Your Excellency. After all, some of the lives we've saved belong to the Shogunate.
I
If
don't
someone
think
with
that's a
an
bad
agenda
thing,
finds
though.
out, it could cause an uproar.
Don't worry. There might be a way to make it work out in our favor.
This is
Really?
true.
How?
Times have changed. We and Narukami Island are supposed to be working together now. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if people discover that we were already cooperating with the Yashiro Commission even during the war.
I see.
Goro, if you want my opinion, you should be more concerned about Miss Hina than you are about this.
He really should.
Miss Hina? What makes you say that?
Dude.
I hear she works for That's Life magazine as well. She's young, popular, pretty, and She seems to be just as good at offering comfort to people in need as you are. So, it looks like you have some competition.
Oh no.
Understood, Your Excellency. I will work hard to stay ahead of the competition.
Don't confuse him farther. Oh gosh. Alright, what's in the box? What's in the box? Wait, the Raiden Shogun actually did show up? Do not tell me those letters actually made it.
Something new today. I never knew that the Hydro Nation's rock music had the power to stir up lightning.
Miko,
AKA
a few days
the
ago,
A.
some strange paper notes flew into Tenshukaku, demanding that I hand over the dog. So I am here to see what on earth it was all about.
Oh my gosh, I can't actually believe that the notes that Ito sent actually reached A. Oh my... How does this dude do it? I need to know this.
I just assumed you must have gotten yourself a pet puppy.
As it happens, I also received an invitation letter via Sara.
Oh my gosh, Sara
I've
invited her?
never heard the name Arataki before. But they must be one of my subjects, and so I thought, why not grant them their wish?
Ah, so you came here to make a little Oni's wish come true,
Aww.
So tell me, how do you plan to respond to the Fontanian musician? It sounded to me like his music was commenting on the war.
The war. I'm not sure we can give him the answer he would hope for. But if nothing else, I know that we must avoid another war at all costs. The people cannot be made to suffer like that again.
I could have sworn there was fireworks right underneath where Yoimiya lit that thing. I don't think it's very safe for her to just pull out a fire stick and wave it around fireworks,
But what if the bigger war comes to pass? What then?
If it cannot be avoided, then I will have no choice but to fight.
Well, if that day comes, I'm sure that everyone here tonight will fight by your side.
I mean, okay. I know what the war they're talking about. Because I think everyone is starting to feel it, that idea that Shineznaya is kind of gathering too many Gnosises and are going to essentially make themselves into a powerful nation, like, willing to just take over everything. Granted, that's not what Shineznaya is doing, but... Oh gosh, we could...
Billy Turl, Billy...
Be quiet. There's a lot of things you could say about it, honestly. I really think what's going to happen in the end, you're going to like think you're going to have to fight Shineznaya, and you might fight the Tsaritsa, but in the end, I think everyone's going to realize that the main person to fight is Celestia, not each other.
Hey, Traveler. Thanks again for
that
all
and the
your
Abyss
help.
Order. The Abyss Order
Everything
isn't
went
good either,
perfectly.
but...
I think I'm gonna stay here for a while and just enjoy the scenery.
Honestly, the Abyss Order, though, they might end up helping us, too, because they want to get back at Celestia and what she's done to them, so... Honestly, I don't know. I could see a joint fighting between the Abyss Order, the rest of the world, and Shineznaya, all coming together to fight against the unknown god. Because, I don't know. I don't know what would happen, honestly. I'm kind of curious. That's why I'm invested in this game, and I want to know what happens in the future.
No problem. Be my guest.
But yeah, so we completed everything. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. But yeah, we completed everything, so now we're going to start playing through some of these, which you'll see. The easier ones are really, like, the easy ones are simple. Past that, though, it gets rough. So we'll do normal for now, and I think we might get through all the normal ones, and then leave the rest of them for next time. But, yeah. We'll essentially see. We'll see what happens. During the performance, different notes will appear on the screen. When a note falls on the decision line, strike the decision line to score points. Amount of points scored is varied depending on the timing of your stroke. A long note is represented by a long strip of light. Hold the button to play the note, and then release after the light strip disappears to score points. Instruments used in the interface theme will be based on the music by default. You can go to the settings music to change instruments or interface themes. Yeah, so I gotta get set up here. Actually, okay, hold on. Because I just realized my mic was sitting on the keyboard, and I wanted to move the keyboard, and that wouldn't have ended well. Okay, I think... Yeah, I have my fingers on the right keys right now, so let's see what happens, honestly. And apologies for this. Honestly, it might get really focused, so I might not talk much. The easier ones are not as terrible, but like next week, or not next week, but the week after, it might get really bad. Like, I might not talk for most of the stream because this music is not the easiest thing anymore. Even some of the easier ones are a bit questionable, like... Yeah, hold on. Like, before, that would not have happened. Last year, it was a lot easier during the music event. So I admire them for increasing the difficulty a little bit. Oh gosh, I don't like this. I would like to at least try to get perfect on all the easier like on the easiest levels, but honestly, I'm not too pressed for that. I just want to make sure we get all the rewards. Like that. That was rough. And like, I'm not saying when I say tough, I don't mean like absolutely the worst thing ever and like I can't do. It's just tough isn't like, oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. And there you go. Song completed. But yeah, so obviously, I'll do this while we're off of the song. Obviously, we're probably going to end early today, but honestly, like I said, I don't want to go through the whole event super fast. So that's why I said we'll probably do the easiest ones today. Next week we'll do the... Or not next week. I'll say it at the end of the stream again, but we're not going to have a stream next week. Next week I graduate, and I honestly, I really don't know how late I'm going to be out for that. So yeah, next week we're not going to have stream at all, unfortunately. And that means on Friday for Star Rail and this. Honestly, I kind of apologize in advance. It's just graduation's a lot, truthfully. And then I have a bunch of family coming down too, so like my house is gonna be full essentially the next couple of days. Or maybe not the next couple of days, but like that weekend, it's gonna be like I'm not gonna really have much time, I think, to myself. I will say though, when it comes to the music they picked for this, they definitely picked some really nice songs. Not just for like, you know, mapping beats on and stuff, but just I just like the music and the way it plays and the way it sounds. Like, I won't... Listen, I might be a tad bit too much of a Genshin fanboy or whatever you want to call it, but I will say their music department is definitely good at what they do. And that's not even Genshin, just in general, Hoyo's, sorry, MiHoYo, I missed that. I knew I was gonna miss that. MiHoYo's, like, music department is very good when it comes across all their games. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna go back just for one missed note. That's... I don't care that much. Is it annoying? Yeah. But... But, like, obviously, if we mess up majorly and I just miss, like, 20 notes, then yeah, we're gonna go back and do it. For the easy ones, at least. For the harder ones, probably not. The harder ones, I'm surprised if I even get, like, it's like the 2-star, like, Descantus, where you, like, get the rewards. Next time you'll see what I mean. They're really hard. The only thing I worry about is them adding another event, is honestly what I'm mostly worried about. Because then if they added another event, we'd have to do that event and this event. But, I don't know. I feel like they should only take, like, an hour. I say that, but it'll probably take more than an hour. I don't know. Worst comes to worst, we might spend a bit more time and stay a little bit over stream. Unless it's like hours worth, then which in case I might not, but we'll see. It'll honestly come down to, you know, what time we have and how long it takes and everything else. And honestly, though, I'm kind of surprised with myself that I'm able to talk as much as I am with this. Like, missing one note is spectacular when it comes to me talking on top of doing these things. Even if it's easy. Because, like, I'm trying to focus on this, but then also on, like, what I'm saying, so I'm not just repeating myself and saying the same thing over and over and over. This one was relatively short, though. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it was only like... it was 175 notes. I think one of the songs is, like, literally at 200. Like, exactly 200, which made me kind of laugh, because it's such a, like, a... like, yeah, it's a nice even number, but it's like, why 200? It actually might... hold on, it might be this one. I'm not too sure, though. I'll go find out. I thought we were playing the drum. Like, alright, fair enough. The flowers are pretty, though. I like the colors of the flowers. They definitely did better with making it more individualized for each song and not just having the same background and beat patterns. Yeah, I knew I was about to miss that one. I think my biggest struggle is trying to, like, figure out which notes go where with my fingers, because unfortunately my pinky goes on, what is it, this semicolon, I believe? And with my pinky being on the keyboard like that, it kind of messes up my brain and, like, thinking about which is where. It's not the easiest, honestly. I honestly wish at some points that I had, like, a smaller keyboard so I could play this better, but buying a keyboard for this event specifically might be a bit much. Okay, maybe it wasn't this one, because I don't think we're going to hit 200. No, there's no way we're hitting 200. Okay, wait, hold on. Maybe I was wrong. No, this was the one. You hit exactly 200 notes. Which is like... okay. Well, actually, I say that, but... why do we only have 108 notes, but... oh, maybe it doesn't count the long ones. And it just counts the long ones as one. And I apologize for turning it down a bit, but if I don't, honestly, it gets way too loud. And then at that point, it's like, you literally can't hear me at all, since, for some reason, the mic decided it didn't want to work today. Gotta focus up on this one. I do like, though, how if you get, like, a really good combo, it just, like, kind of does that little flare-up. That's kind of cool. It makes you feel like a good incentive for getting a combo. It's like the little rush of endorphins whenever you see it. I will say, though, if they had 4 notes, this might be a nightmare. Like, I know I was complaining about, you know, my pinky and stuff, but if they tried to do 4 notes, I don't think I would win. I think I would get absolutely demolished every time I tried to do this. And by 4 notes, I mean 4 notes on each hand. I almost missed that one. Ooh, okay. It's a tad bit close. Alright. This one, this one. Oh, 208 that time. 2 more songs. I do like this one though. I like the kind of little like I don't know what you call it, like the little pop it's got here. It's kind of cool. Granted, like I said, all these songs are really cool. I'm glad that they. Oh gosh, I just realized that the beats were all desserts. That's kind of funny though. Because if they have like, you know, Farina's face on it, having desserts is like totally on point. Yeah, like, that's just insane to me that they have some of those more, like, I don't know how to describe the more intricate steps where it's like you have to go the back and forth kind of thing. Because I remember on, like, the original, I keep referencing the original because it's just, it's weird to me how they've, like, increased the difficulty this much. Because even for the normal ones, it's like, the normal levels are decently difficult for at least the normal person. I like it though. I do like it a lot how they increase the difficulty. It gives me more of a challenge instead of just breezing through them so easily. Like, obviously, don't get me wrong, the easy ones are still somewhat easy. That's kind of the whole point, but I more meant like the challenging ones. Like, it gives you a run for your money. It makes you feel like you might not pass it. Granted, I just love this music so much. I will never get over this. Like, I will never stop saying that, because they always seem to be very good at what they do when it comes to just making wonderful songs like this, and then just releasing them for no reason. Because, like, I don't remember this ever being in game. It might have been one of the character trailers or character teasers, but like, even just releasing new songs for their character teasers, and at the same time releasing music for their game, and for their social media, like, outside of, like, character teasers, just making music for fun, it's just so weird for me. That was 128. Huh. It honestly didn't feel like 128. That's interesting. Alright. Alright, last song. I don't think I will admit, this one is a bit... I don't think I listened to this one yet. Because I think this one just got released like either yesterday or today. But I do like I like the beat to it. I don't know what it is. And like, if anyone ever knows where some of these songs come from, like actually either in-game or like character teasers, honestly let me know. Like, I know you can find them on Hoyo Mix's like official Spotify and Apple Music and everything like that, but I'm always curious where these songs like genuinely originate from, or if they just released them for like this singular event and then went, yeah, we'll just throw it somewhere, I guess. I can imagine this. I just realized this one is probably a nightmare on the higher challenges. Because, like, these single notes right here, this would not be... Yeah, no. On a harder difficulty, I'm sure this thing is going to be a monster to try to beat. And like the simultaneous let go but also pressing another button, that normally doesn't happen until like the really harder challenging levels. Is this gonna have over 300 notes? This might have over 300, well, maybe not notes, I more mean combo, but this might have over a 300 combo. Okay, what the heck? This music just turned, like, I'm not gonna say turned for the worse, but it just turned fast. I'm not saying I hate it, but what in the world? It just got me jamming more, apparently.
I do appreciate it though, because for like my musical brain, it helps when all these like actually land on the proper beat. No way. They did a perfect 300 combo too here. That is so funny. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, we have 25 minutes. I don't know if I want to go back through all of them though. Let's claim some stuff in here. And like I said, today we'll probably end a little bit early because, you know, I don't want to go through the whole event at once. I feel like it'd be such a waste. But at least we got through most of it and can experience it. And we got to send an invite to Goro, so that's cool. Do we?
General Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance ready and waiting.
Do we have Goro? Or was that a new character?
Silly Gerald.
We might have been... I think we already had Goro, right? Oh no, we literally just unlocked Goro. Sick. I'd love to see it. How many... No, okay. I thought we might have enough Acquainted Fates to level them up and then get, but... Check achievements. Complete a flight with the Antoine Roger aircraft. Alright. And I think that was the only thing. It was just because of the aircraft we took. Platform's active, everything's active. Yeah, okay. And I think we have enough to wish once at least. We're definitely gonna summon here because Arlecchino is amazing. Oh, we might have enough to summon 10 times. Or 10 more times, too. I don't remember how much it costs. Zhongli. Is that it? I think that might be our only 4-star. Yep, it was our only 4-star. Man, alright, let's... Yep, you can summon again. Cool. Let's do it again. Man, I feel like on this account, I feel like this... Oh.
Hello, my name's Fremine. I'm a diver.
Aw.
Oh, no need to shake hands. I mean, no need to be so formal. If you need help surveying underwater ruins or salvaging materials...
Man, oh my gosh.
I can be of some use to you. But for anything else, you might find me a disappointment.
Poor Fremine. We like Fremine. We like Fremine and all his little quirks. Oh yay, Eye of Perception. Because that's what I wanted. I did want this. So, thank you for that. I will gladly take a Lynette. Okay, so Fremine was the only new one, but still. I'll take it. Well, I honestly wish we had gotten a little bit more there, but that's fine.
Sid?
I'm not quite sure who the next summon is, though. So, I don't know. I guess we'll find out next week. Zhongli needs this. And Fremine's new. Okay, cool. But, yeah, I think that's going to be it for this week, then. We're going to repeat it one last time, just to make sure. But, next week, we will not have any streams on Friday or Saturday. Next Sunday, I think it's Sunday. Next week, at some point, is my graduation, so graduating from college, and that's a lot. I have family from all over, so yeah, I'm going to be busy the next, not next couple days, but definitely the weekend it's going to be really busy, so yep, no stream the next week. We'll come back for the 24th, yeah, the 24th. Trying to look at a calendar right now beside me. I'll come back the 24th and we'll start streaming back up then. But yeah, thank you so much for those who came out to watch today. I really appreciate it. And for those watching back later, thank you so much for watching. And obviously we won't see you Friday or Sunday, but the Saturday and Sunday after. And yeah, this has been another meeting at the Gaming Roundtable.